Hello, welcome to GP Podcast. We're living at a truly remarkable turning point in history. We're witnessing a revolution that's redefining not just our technology, but, well, the very essence of life itself.
It all comes down to this one single idea, an idea that's been cultivated for more than a decade now. Biology is the new code. It's really the key to understanding our future. It's this concept that biology is no longer just a science of observation, but the next great frontier of computation. And make no mistake, this isn't just another iPhone moment. What we're talking about here is a fundamental shift in human capability. It's on par with the discovery of steam power or every electricity. It's that big. But there's a key difference. Unlike those past revolutions that, amplified our muscles, this one amplifies our minds. And even more profoundly, it amplifies our ability to understand and engineer the world's most complex system, biology itself. So how in the world did we get here? Well, for centuries, biology was really a science of chance and observation. It was this slow, incredibly costly process of trial and error, driven mostly by pure luck. Just think about the old way of discovering drugs. Finding a new one? That could take over a decade and cost billions of dollars, all with an overwhelmingly high 90% chance of failure. It was just so inefficient and, frankly, not sustainable. The problem at its core was one of scale. The sheer complexity of biology was way beyond our reach. We were trying to solve a computational problem of astronomical proportions, because that's what life is, right? DNA is information, and proteins are the tiny machines that run on that information. And to make matters even worse, the very engine that had powered the digital age for decades was starting to sputter out. Moore's Law, that reliable promise of chips getting faster and cheaper, was hitting a physical wall. And that made the whole dream of digital biology seem, well, pretty much impossible.
So, to solve this impossible problem, NVIDIA took an almost impossible path. They basically had to reinvent computing from the ground up, all based on a deep, fundamental belief in first principles.
But here's the thing. This journey was not celebrated. Not at all. It was, in their own words, a period of constant suffering, of ridicule, and a profound crisis of faith. The market absolutely punished this vision. It wiped out 80% of the company's value. That was the tangible, incredibly painful cost for betting against the world and putting all their chips on the future. But they stayed the course. They knew that the old way of computing had hit its absolute limit. And today, that incredibly painful bet is finally paying off, unlocking the very biological puzzles that Moore's Law alone could have never solved. This breakthrough has kicked off the era of digital biology. We are now moving from a world of discovering drugs to a world where we can actually generate them. Generative AI has learned the language of life. It's amazing. Just like an AI can write a poem, these new models can design brand new proteins and molecules that have never existed before, all because they understand the fundamental rules of chemistry and physics. We are now building virtual humans. Think about that. These are complete digital copies where we can test thousands of drug variations safely and instantly, personalizing medicine in a way we've only ever dreamed about. And this creates a closed loop of discovery. Just imagine AI-powered robotic labs working 24/7, predicting molecules, synthesizing them, testing them, and then learning from the results in a continuous cycle, getting smarter and more efficient with every single experiment. Okay, so what does all of this mean for you? For us, this revolution, it changes everything, especially what it means to be an innovator in this new world. For decades, we told students learn to code, right? But now, as AI becomes the coder, as that barrier to programming just vanishes, a totally new skill becomes absolutely paramount. Your deep domain knowledge, that's what's needed now. The scientist of the future isn't just an operator of tools. They are an orchestrator of intelligence. They ask the right questions, and the AI helps find the answers.
Please, don't use this incredible power for trivial tasks. Use it to attack the grand challenges, the problems humanity has always considered impossible.
This is the mantra for our time. It's an urgent call to action, because the problems we're facing, cancer, climate change, pandemics, they aren't waiting for us. They are operating around the clock. And the tools to solve these problems? They're finally here. We are turning what was once the domain of miracles into the daily, methodical work of science. So, this really leaves us with one final, crucial question. With the code of life in your hands and the most powerful tools in history at your command, what will you build? If you liked the video, subscribe, leave a like, comment on what you liked most, and share the video.